Damn. Damn. Oh, look at that. Woohoo. Oh, wow. How cool is that?
The lid on that.
How cool
Give
is
her a
that?
little swirl right there.
Look, everyone's bringing their booze in. I've got fuck all here.
All right. Let it sit for a couple of seconds.
Oh, look at that. Nice smoky mixture. That is cool.
Come on, Kamala, in my opinion. Let's get it.
I want some of that. Oh, look at that. Another bottle of booze there. Parsival's got. That's not fair.
See, it changes the profile. All that bitter and biteness is gone. You can actually taste all the different notes of the, whatever's in there. Like I'm getting some like dark fruit kind of sense right now. Some notes from that.
This is really tormenting me, I really want to.
Yeah.
Really,
happy election, guys. I hope it goes. I hope everyone's happy in the end. I don't know.
I got to wait for the damn Amazon.
Let's just cheer to a peaceful 4 years, one way or the other, huh?
Yeah, whatever.
How about that?
Shit.
Cheers.
I've got tea, coffee, water, and raw eggs. That's all I've got here. It's not fair.
Oh, are you kidding?
No beer. I've got nothing. Nothing at all.
Oh.
That's not
now
fair.
I feel evil.
What's up, Shocky?
Hey, it kicked me off while I did it, but I'm restreaming you.
That's cool. Say Courtney Michael.
You are all from United States, okay?
Now, when people type in his room, it should pop up.
Yeah, it does. Courtney's on mine, I think.
Yeah.
Because she's a stalker. No, I'm just kidding.
Enjoy your stay.
Fuck Berg.
Bergs. I know what Bergs want. You know what Berg wants? Look, this is Bergs right here. Listen to this.
Do things to my ass.
That's Bergs.
I don't
Shove things up my ass. Do things
to my ass.
To my ass. That's Bergs.
I don't think Bergs will come up because J-Max here.
I think John's out working.
Let me go and get something to eat. If I can't drink, I better eat something. Hang on, let me mute myself for a minute. Need to have
Motherfucker
food.
gets in his van, he starts driving, and all I can hear is that fucking song. Put her now.
All I can hear is that damn metal banging together. He's slinging in the back of that truck. Like anybody wants to hear that shit.
Leia, come. Leia, come. Leia, come. Come here. Come on. All right, go ahead. She's moving one of my bulldogs, and my husky sometimes gives her some shit when she's walking. So he's a lily. I got 4 dogs. I got 2 bulldogs and then 2 big dogs.
Hey, that's great, man. I love animal lovers.
All but one are female, so sometimes they, the girls fight sometimes.
Oh wow!
All right, there you go. Hey, get out of there.
We got too much testosterone up here. It's all guys, 5 dudes.
Testosterone. That's it.
That's just gay as hell.
Yeah, let's do some estrogen. We could all do estrogen shots.
That's low T.
I think I got that. I don't get fucking as horny as I used to. I'd rather eat dinner. You know what I mean? Dinner or pussy? I'll take the steak.
Sorry, I'm trying.
don't know. I'm 55. It just doesn't. The world doesn't evolve around Bush no more. I don't know. And plus, all it does is get us in fucking trouble. I got laid. I got fucking 5 kids and a mortgage. How did that help me?
I know, right?
You know what I mean?
Every time you get laid, that's another bunch of money.
See him.
30 fucking years I've been handing my wallet over to her.
Courtney, go to Mark's and come up.
I think if we come back, I want to come back as a woman. I'm just gonna fucking soak some fucking rich dude. Oh, I want to be like, it's my turn. Not that I'm rich, but my wife fucking soaks the fuck out of me. It was J-Mac. What the fuck are they talking about over there? What the fuck?
Keep your eyes on them, boys. Ain't no telling what's going on. Tonight we got live coverage from the election. It's about an hour away from the poll closing. We don't give a fuck. We're just waiting. Woo! We're just waiting to find out what's happening. I can't believe we got 5 people up here and it's just quiet.
I don't know what they said. It was
Where are you
J-Mac.
from?
I don't know.
Where are you from?
I'm from Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
Alabama.
Alabama. I'm an old redneck. I'm an old redneck from Alabama.
Rednecking.
All in the United States.
Yeah, we were just talking about Bergs. He parties. He has his little concert in front of a fucking shit pipe. You ever see that pipe behind his head that hangs over the car while he's jamming? It's the shit pipe. It's it's shit pipe fucking concert. Nobody's drain pipe in their sink is as big. That's the shit pipe. Next time he's live jamming, look right behind his head is a big shit pipe.
Dude, I was laughing at his ass last night. He was so fucking funny with his fucking arms. Look at my arms. Look at my fucking arms. And he holds his arms up in his fucking hair, brush his hair and all this crazy shit.
It's like you ever wax a car too much and the paint comes off. Just keep doing that, Bergs. Go ahead. This time next year, you'll have a hairline like fucking John.
Yeah. We're doing good, Chaco. We're waiting on the results to come in. It's a little bit early.
They think John shaves the side of his head. That's just where the glasses rub, man.
That's it.
All the hair off.
I've met Camilo in real life. Camilo is one weird looking person. What's up? Only God knows why. Woo! We got people everywhere. Everybody's channel. Uh-oh, there we go. It's Applewood. Here we go. Fixing to smoke it up.
Bing. Smoke it up. Smoke it up. It smells so good in here, too. Little swirl. Bada bing, bada boom.
Oh, yeah.
Cheers, man. Here's to swimming with bow-legged women, right? How's that go? Oh, no. Not that. Where's it go? I got it. I'm going to fucking play it. I know I got it.
Here's to swimming with bow-legged women.
There we go.
Look at that rock in there. Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
Come. Look. Because I'm telling you, if you're a whiskey drinker, bourbon drinker, oops,
Oh,
dog hair. It was on the floor. I had a dog laying next to it. $29, man. You get 7 different woods, 2 rocks glasses, ice cold, a little brush. It's all in there. All these different woods. And it really, really, it makes the drink
sent in the
special.
box. Yeah.
It's fun. It's changes the flavor a little bit. It's got cherry wood, oak. J-Mac, you just become the coolest man ever. Right? Dude, it's cheap. It's $29 in this cheaper ones. I just got the one because I like the barrel. Like, I got this one. And it was like the most popular set. Some of them come with the little metal ice balls that you just keep in the fridge, and it's like a little metal ice cube, or like a square, like dice. But yeah, it just, it's not drinking it clean is just straight. So I like to do the ice cube. Normally I would have a little Coke with it, but the smoke calms it down so much. I mean, it's a sipper. It's fucking good. It's like sipping on nice wine, but it's whiskey.
Wow.
No pucker, no nothing. It's delicious, man.
Mm.
It's good shit. Oh, this dog again. Come the fuck on.
Oh, so sweet.
He's fucking
So
thinks he's
sweet, yeah.
like, I need love. I need love. I'm a man. I need to feel desired.
What's
You're
up?
silly. Now, this Tinker. Tinker needs hugs all day. I think he's got Down syndrome or something. Is you autistic? I think he's autistic. All right. Thank you for the hugs. Tinker, I love you, man. Can I just get a drink and some election tonight? What do you think of that? He says, no, Daddy, I'm here
Oh,
and
he loves
you're
you.
going to love on me. He's so silly. Yes, I love you. And you're a very happy doggy. But now you're a wet doggy because you've been out in the rain.
It's male
And
or
you do
female?
this. He's a boy. He's the only male I got. Ugh, I can't hear you now because he just took out my headphones. Tinker. What is it? Lightning or thunder or something? What?
Oh,
All
excuse
right.
me.
I love you. I love you. Yes. Hugs. Lots and lots of hugs. Yes, you're a sweet boy. Can I go back to my thing?
Oh,
Can't you see yourself? Don't you get upset? Look, you're on the big TV. Look who's up there.
Look at him.
Look, Tinker. Look. Who's this? He's such a freaking ham.
What's up, Moshi X?
I think he hears thunder. It's raining out. He may be hearing some thunder or something, but he's extra freaking lovey today. What? Is Camel gonna win?
Hey, Shaka, how you doing?
What is up? I wasn't gonna
Kimball
jump
gonna
up,
win.
and then I saw J Mac with his
Oh,
whiskey.
there we go.
Let me say what's up. to these
Amen.
fellas.
Mama moved.
How you guys doing?
Doing good, man. You pumped up about the election tonight? Woo!
I mean, as pumped up, I guess, as you guys are.
Mm.
I still got to go to work tonight. I'm not gonna take the day off or anything. And
Be an American. Get some services and stay home.
I know. I might stay home. You busted out that whiskey. I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna call in tonight. I might just call in. I don't know.
Sounds good, right? It's like, dude, this could be the end of our country tonight. You might as well go out with a bang.
Yeah, you're right. You know what? You're right. Damn it, you're right. I think I am gonna call in.
Oh God.
What's up? Let's get
Hey,
real.
if you got the time, if you're not gonna lose your shit, man, stay home and enjoy.
I got plenty of time, man. We got plenty of time. Nice to meet everybody on the panel. You know, I never met you guys before.
Good to have you up here. I hope you'll come back.
We're
I'm
about to
enjoying
newly
everybody.
released psych ward.
Good to meet you.
But,
Yeah.
yeah.
You ever suck some dick marijuana?
What?
The rest of us have.
No, I
What
haven't.
did it say?
That's the rest of that soundbite.
You ever suck some dick for marijuana?
Good God. No, but I know Mullet does.
No, I can't say I have.
No, I can't say I have.
What the actual fuck? That was fucking hilarious, dude.
Let's Get Real says, what the fuck?
That's a crazy looking dog. What kind of dog is that?
It's an Australian Shepherd.
Yeah, it was a Shepherd, an Australian Shepherd. Yeah, I got two English Bulldogs, a Siberian Husky, and an Australian Shepherd.
Oh, Huskies are badass. I've got a couple of ankle biters. I had a lab, but passed away.
Leia, come. She might be outside. Leia. Nah, I think she's outside. Oh, no, she's outside.
Shockwave
she's
loved it.
My Australian Shepherd is just like super lovey. Like he has to be held all the time. It's kind of weird. He's a rescue, but we got him when he was 7 months. But he didn't come from a bad family. He came from a family that we know that bought a dog and they couldn't handle it. It was too much. They were living in a camper basically.
Wow.
And in fact, that's how we got Leia. Is they bought Leia, and then Leia's this big ass Siberian Husky, and they're like, "Hey, we can't do this." I'm like, "Okay, yeah, we'll take her." And then what they did is they bought the Australian Shepherd, which is even more of a challenge. And what was going on is they were buying dogs because of the way they looked. And I'm like, look, you got to buy a dog that's right for your life, not because it's cute and fluffy, because it turns into something else. And so, yeah, we had to take in 2 of them. One of them we had like Tinker. They literally called us up and like, hey, we got to get rid of Tinker by 10 a.m. or we're getting kicked out of the park. And I'm like, he wasn't even registered yet. Like they bought him at the pet store. Like I got his paperwork and everything. They never even signed it. And I'm like, it was
Actually,
either us or a rescue. And I'm like, oh God, fine.
The dog I have, the dog that I have right now, I've had maybe 4 years. And I was picking up my son at school and she was running through the park as a puppy. I just picked it up because I was like, this dog's about to get hit by a car. And then asked around, put up signs. I finally found the owner, and the owner's like, just if your son's attached to her, keep her. And we kept her down there in the park.
Were they like breeding them and one got away or something?
Exactly. Yeah. And then they didn't even notice. I was like, man, you guys got a little too many dogs that you're not taking care of.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't just buy an animal because it's cute or something. You got to know what the end result's going to be, and if you can handle it.
Especially a big dog.
Yeah, you can't live with a big dog in a trailer. I mean, you can, but not if you like. So her boys would go. There was 5 people living in this camper, and then they got the dog, and then the guys were working, and they were expecting like their 65-year-old mother to walk a Siberian Husky that hadn't been leash trained, and it wasn't happening. They couldn't do it.
Yeah.
No,
What?
You were kind of breaking up there a little bit.
Oh my God, I'm worried about the riots. I hope nobody gets killed over this shit.
Are they already starting? I literally just woke up because I work nights, so this is my morning.
Nah, like I just know it's coming. It's gonna happen somewhere. I just hope it's not. I hope people don't get hurt.
Yeah, it's gonna happen though. I feel you on that.
Either way, no matter who wins, I think it's gonna happen. It's either gonna be like Antifa, and Antifa, you know, it's like the extreme Democrats, or it's going to be like some Proud Boy thing, and the MAGA group, and there's going to be old women kicking windows in.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, women.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Like,
that's fucking funny, dude. Have you got anything? Have you got something from Fox or some other site we can play to pull up and play on the stream and talk over it?
My audio wasn't working for some reason when I'd share the stream. Let me see. Oh my God, 2 shots and I'm feeling it tonight. Maybe
your audio wasn't working when you were sharing the stream?
Yeah, I got all this fancy shit, and sometimes it glitches up. No, I'm not like. Can you hear that?
So I see that CBS News is live talking about election.
You hear that or no?
No.
Damn it.
Woo.
So weird.
What's up, Punky? How you doing, Gigi?
Now?
Nope.
I don't know what's going on. Let's do it this way.
Oh.
Vote the candidate needs to win the White House.
There we go.
I can hear it.
It's just my phone, though. It's not working the way it's supposed to.
States likely to decide this election.
Our correspondents are spread out across all of them and at campaign headquarters, but we're going to begin right here in the studio as we stand by.
Is it too loud?
We're hearing directly from
No.
in a new round of exit polls, and Tom Yamas has the latest on that. Tom, good evening.
Lester and Savannah, great to be with you tonight. So we asked voters as they voted, right after they left, who they wanted to vote for and how they voted. This is called the exit polls. There's about 600 of them across the country in the 7 battleground states, Texas, Florida, and Ohio. So here is our preliminary data. Again, this could change. We want to tell you that. So when we asked voters the most important issue, 34%, the top issue was state of democracy. Right under that, the economy at 31%, abortion, 14%, immigration, 11%. Remember, that's
I know some YouTubers that should have been aborted.
Campaign and 4% for policy. As we move
I
on,
can't believe immigration's only 11%. That seems low.
51% for Trump. Remember, the former president ran on that as well, trying to close on that. We also asked, who do you trust more to handle?
It means
abortion?
Democrat.
Vice President Harris chose to close out her campaign on this message as well. 51% for the vice president, 44% for Trump. Savannah?
Well, these are early exit polls, and we should mention that we don't have full information and people are still voting. But let's go back to this most important issue. I think some eyebrows were raised when state of democracy becomes the top issue. Some people think, oh, does that favor the Democrats? Is that January 6th, that kind of thing? It means different things to different people.
Yeah, and we're going to be completely transparent tonight. It was surprising to us as well, because you think maybe the top issue would have been the economy, abortion, or immigration. State of democracy, we have to understand here, we can't dig too deep into the data just yet because people are still voting. We'll have more that we can break down in the hours ahead. But state of democracy, essentially, that was the question. So who doesn't like democracy? All Americans like democracy. So whether you love Trump or you love Vice President Kamala Harris, that might be your top issue. It doesn't tell us a whole lot, but what it does tell us is that the electorate is motivated, and they came out to vote today.
Yeah, it may mean what's the state of the country and how important do you think this election is?
They said 20%.
There are very high stakes.
Dems were down 20% with voting.
Washington, D.C. campaign officials.
All right, fellas, I'm gonna go ahead and jump off. If I call in for work, I'll jump back on.
Okay, sounds good,
Don't
man.
lose your job
Thank
for
you.
us now. Don't.
I got plenty of time, man. I never call in.
All right.
Later on.
are good ones, specifically as it relates to the turnout among young voters. They're pointing to that. Take, for example, they say what's happening in Pennsylvania is a good indication of heavy turnout in their favor, particularly at schools like Lafayette and Lehigh. The campus of Lehigh University, they note at times today the line was up to 7 hours long. The campaign saying it's sending additional support.
Can you imagine waiting 7 hours? Woo!
That's determination.
The Avengers film series, Don Cheadle, Paul
Shit in your
Rudd,
diapers
Mark
and everything.
Ruffalo, campaign sources tell me will be arriving there to help keep those individuals energized, to keep them in line. We're also told that state election officials are sending additional polling stations there so they can try to get through those lines a little bit more quickly. One thing they feel good about, particularly good about tonight, are the favorability numbers right now, Savannah and Lester. The numbers, according to early exit polls, show that Kamala Harris is at 48% in terms of favorability. Compare that to 44% for former President Trump. But notably, Joe Biden, the current president, is at 41%. That means that Kamala Harris is outperforming the man along whom she ran in 2020, with whom she served for the last 4 years. There had been some real concerns that could have been an albatross for her, given so many Americans had indicated they thought the country was going in the wrong direction. Things we'll be watching over the course of this evening. All right, Peter Alexander, thank you.
Wow, that's interesting.
Headquarters in West Palm Beach, Florida. Garrett, the former president has been posting on social media today.
Oh, here we go.
Talking about widespread cheating. What does he say?
Oh, what the fuck? Come on.
That's right, Lester. And his posts running contrary to the campaign's spin, their official statements at the moment right now. Listen, they came here tonight expecting to throw a party. I'm on the floor of the Palm Beach Convention Center, an absolutely massive ballroom that they have booked out, ready to throw a huge victory party, something that didn't really happen in 2016, a race that's victory surprised even Donald Trump, and of course didn't happen in 2020 when they lost. I just got off the phone with a senior Trump campaign advisor who told me they are cautiously confident in what they've been seeing across the battleground states so far today, and that the former president is trying to run through the tape, making calls to radio stations in Pennsylvania.
They're gonna have a fucking party, bro. Woo!
They're already there and trying to focus on an economic message, something that they've always felt is better for them on sort of the broad spectrum of issues in this race. All of that said, the former president's social media posts seem to undermine the confidence he is projecting. Just a short time ago, posting without any particular evidence massive cheating, in his words, in Detroit and Philadelphia. Obviously places where Democratic turnout is expected to be very high. And ironically, places, at least in the case of Detroit, where he actually performed better in 2020 in a loss than he did in 2016 in a win. Trump has said for the duration of this campaign, and especially in its closing days, that he believes the only way he could lose is if there is some kind of cheating out across these battleground states. We'll be watching to see what else he has to say about it tonight.
Okay, Garrett, thank you. We're going to go to Battleground, Pennsylvania now. NBC's Jacob Soboroff is in Philadelphia, where they've actually added 2 extra voting machines at one polling station because of the huge crowds. Jacob.
Wow.
Lester, good evening to you. That's absolutely right. We have been here all day long. We've been watching the line at Temple University. As a matter of fact, it used to stretch all the way down to the next avenue over here. Now the line, which was about 2.5 hours long, is quickly moving inside ahead of the 8 o'clock poll closing time here at Temple University. This is one of 1,703 different election divisions all across the city of Philadelphia. That's the same jurisdiction as the county of Philadelphia, 700 polling places. About 500,000 people were expected to vote in person today. Some of those students who had been waiting 2.5 hours are quickly inside right now. As you can see, they're coming out at a pace that we haven't seen all day. After they added those 2 machines you referenced, it is, as you said, a positive sign for the Harris campaign. But of course, until all the ballots are cast and counted, we won't know that for sure, Lester.
All right, Jacob, thanks.
All right, well, we're right over here at the big board, 270. We mentioned it is the magic number tonight. That is what it will take to win the White House. Each campaign says they have multiple paths to get to that magic number. So let's get back to Tom Yamas at the big board, because this is the big picture. Yeah. Here's the map, the gray areas of the battleground states, and there are various ways to get to that magic number of 2.
Yeah, and this is how we ended up at the end of election week in 2020. As you mentioned, those battleground states, we haven't colored them in yet. Biden, he won 6 of those 7 battleground states. So the easiest path for the vice president is to hold the blue wall. Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin. If she does that, Savannah, she gets to 270, she's going to the White House. But if she's having a terrible night tonight and there's an emergency, she doesn't win Wisconsin, Michigan, or Pennsylvania, the blue wall collapses, she has an emergency route through the Sun Belt. If she can win Nevada, win Arizona, remember, Biden won those, take Georgia, and flip North Carolina, she gets to 275. But if this is the path of the Democrats, they're going to have a few heart attacks.
Well, I was going to say that's a much tougher path, and polls.
A few heart
bear that out.
attacks.
Let's talk about the Donald Trump path.
Okay, just think about the east side. This is the easiest way to understand Trump's path. If he flips Georgia back to red, holds North Carolina, and then turns Pennsylvania red, he's going to the White House again. But if he can't win Pennsylvania, he has to win somewhere else in the Midwest. Donald Trump tonight cannot get to the White House unless he makes a crack in the blue wall. If he wins Michigan, he holds North Carolina, he flips Georgia. He can do it with just Nevada and those 6 electoral votes. But if he can't win Michigan and the blue wall comes down to Wisconsin, he has to win down in Arizona to get those 11 electoral votes.
And that's what we're going to be doing tonight. Count up electoral
Tonight,
votes.
maybe tomorrow.
Maybe next week. We shall see.
Oh, I hope this isn't one of these ones that drag out.
Let's bring in Kristen Welker now, moderator of Meet the Press. And Kristen, what are you looking for tonight? Some early indications that suggest one or more of those paths we just talked about are real.
Absolutely, Lester. I'm looking for a couple of things. First of all, let's talk about the historic gender gap that could be one of the big stories of this election. We've seen
Women.
polling leading up to tonight. Vice President Kamala
Pissed
Harris
off
has
women, man. Man knows no wrath like that of a
Donald
woman.
Trump has a real lead with male voters, so we'll be watching those early returns to see how that bears out, to see how the split actually falls. Abortion on the ballot in 10 different states, so that will be notable, could potentially drive up turnout. Early bellwethers, Lester, Virginia in particular, there's a key race for Congress there. Virginia 7, Eugene Vindman running against Eric Anderson. This was a Democratic-held seat. Do Democrats continue to hold on to this seat, or do they lose it to Republicans? If they lose to Republicans, that could spell trouble for Democrats early on in the evening. And then this is a really fascinating one, Lester. Split ticket voters. In 1988, you had 17 states that voted opposite parties for president and Senate. In 2020, down to 1 state, Maine. What do we see tonight? It's really been dwindling over the years.
All right. Thank you, Kristen. Let's go over to Savannah.
You look good.
Poll closings are about to start in 7 o'clock Eastern time, including in the battleground of Georgia. And if you've ever wondered how we're able to call some of
Georgia's
these places so
important.
quickly, stay put. We're going to take you inside. We'll show you how we do it right after the break.
Pennsylvania is important.
Michigan, Georgia, Pennsylvania. All right, I'm going to mute the commercials.
Pennsylvania, 65,000.
Pennsylvania's got to be the most important state, bro. Because they got so many fucking people there. It's been blue. Blues held it. If Trump flips that.
That's his swing states, man. That's his swing states.
I know.
I hope this isn't a drag it out fucking. Oh my God. Trump's going to make this so difficult. I mean, no matter how it falls, he's going to make it difficult. Hey, babe.
So
order a pizza? No, can you? What?
Alexa,
Hang on. Alexa, drop in on Emmy's Echo.
Okay, dropping in.
Yeah, I gotta eat something. I'm drinking. Or a Subway. I don't give a fuck. I gotta eat. Something. All right. Love you. Bye.
I'm eating at 11:45. I don't believe it.
I wish it was that easy for me. Damn it.
And me.
My money. She just does the phone call.
I'm eating right now. Bread, artichokes, olive oil.
I'm diabetic though, and I gotta fucking make sure I'm all right.
Yeah. I got diabetes too, type 2. It sucks.
Dude, you gotta take care of yourself. Do you even do you know where you're at?
Yeah.
I'm very lucky. I've got no diabetes. I've got no high cholesterol. And my blood tests all clear, liver, kidneys, everything perfect.
Not bad.
And it's my birthday.
One thing I know, if I drink beer, my blood sugar goes stupid. If I drink whiskey, it's right there.
It's my birthday on Veterans Day, 11th of November.
Well, fuck you. What are you, important? Who gives
Yeah, Veterans Day.
That was funny.
I just
I
had
feel
to throw some
privileged
shit out.
to have my birthday on Veterans Day.
Nice.
Yeah.
What, Americans Veteran Day?
Yeah, it's the same as here, 11th of November, yeah.
Oh, it's the same date?
Yeah. That was the end of
Isn't that fucked up? We're
World
getting
War
bombed. They're having tea breaks. Oh my god. Oh, Tinker. I'm not doing it. No. I know.
What a night. All the election, all the results, everything is coming down to this. I'm like J Mac. I think this is gonna be one of them drug out bullshit nights. I hope not.
It's gonna be. I hope Trump doesn't act like. Hey, here she is. Come here, baby.
Over the
All right,
night.
get out. Here's my husky.
Back in 63.
Boy,
Boy, that's a pretty dog.
I'm out of food. I gotta order some food.
Yippee-yi, yippee-yi. Get along, little doggies.
It's coming.
Yippee-yi, yippee-yi.
Mama gonna get food.
Get along,
1
little
hour.
doggies.
We're gonna eat. We're gonna have 50 pounds of food in 1 hour.
Hey, you know what, Mark? I reckon I make a great American. You know that?
Hell yeah.
You'd make a good American?
Yep. I've been brought up on
Dude,
American.
we like you the way you are. Look, I love Britain. I think I am a British comedy. I can talk to you about the young ones. I can talk to you about Little Britain. I can talk to you about keeping up appearances, Faulty Towers.
You're kidding me.
How about that one, League of Gentlemen?
Wow.
Oh my God. Well, of course, Father Brown or Mrs. Brown. What else? Oh my God. So many.
And I'm the
Dude,
opposite.
I got the entire DVD set of Are You Being Served?
Oh, fucking hell. Are you free? Are you free, Mr. Lucas? And he's looking. Yeah, he looks around and he goes, yeah, I'm free.
Yeah.
There's no one there.
Are you free? Are you free? That's Mr. Humphreys.
Mr. Humphreys. Yeah. Are you free? Yeah, he goes, are you free? Yeah. Yeah, the boss of the store, not the boss, the guy who walks around.
Captain Peacock.
Yeah, he goes, are you free, Mr. Humphreys? And he's looking around. Yes, I'm free.
Yes, he looks all right. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Or he answers the phone. He's like, menswear. He's like, oh, the phone's ringing.
And he goes,
the phone's ringing. Menswear.
Menswear. Yeah, and then he starts talking all puffy.
Yeah.
Oh, mother, I told you not to be in the store.
Yep.
Oh, so fun. I know the music to that as well.
Ab Fab was kind of cool.
So you like all the British?
I love all the British comedies, man. They're off the hook.
God, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know them all.
Like if I ever moved to Britain, or like if I ever left this country, that's where I'm going. And I'm not going like London. That's bullshit. I want to be countryside, way off in the
Yeah.
I want to be where I got to pull over to let the sheep go by, kind of thing. You know.
That's it. That's where I want to go. I want to sell the house and get out. Hey, what about in that Little Britain then? There's two guys dressed as ladies, and again,
I love it.
We're two ladies.
There's two versions. There's Little Britain America, and then there's Little Britain like for the UK or something.
Oh, the
Little
UK
Britain
one.
America is fucking hilarious. They got us nailed.
Yeah, but the original one is the UK one, and that's fantastic.
Yeah, and the live is good too. But I liked the live with the young ones. Is it young ones? No.
I was on the TV. I was on the TV show with one of the guys from the young ones, the tall guy, the one who played the hippie.
What's the one with Rick Mayhell with him and his roommate?
Yeah. Oh,
Bottom.
yeah.
Bottom. Oh, I love Bottom. Bottom
Fantastic.
is the fucking shit.
Oh, that's
Absolutely awesome.
so bloody funny. He was good. He was Rick Mayall, you know. I only met I met the other guy.
He
What's his
died,
name?
Didn't he pass? Didn't Rick Mayall?
Yeah, what a fucking shame. What a shame. He was a genius, comedy genius, that guy.
Tinker, stop. I know you're hungry. Quit. Stop.
And he played an MP, a member of parliament, Alan Bastard, the New Statesman. He was fantastic. In that.
I feel beautiful. Remember that in Little Britain when David Williams goes into the parliament?
Williams, yeah.
And he's like,
fantastic.
Yeah, it's good.
So funny. So funny. That Little Britain. I don't know how they got away with it. They were so...
Well, that's why they stopped it, right?
Yeah, they weren't politically correct.
They were doing that fucking what was the blackface thing and
yeah.
I love Davith. Davith was the best.
Yeah,
gay guy.
David Williams.
I'm the only gay in the village.
Yeah.
How about Biddy? How about Biddy?
I'm the only the Welsh guy is going
now.
Yeah, he's going. I'm the
What
only
you got?
gay in the village. I'm the only gay in the village.
Parzival. What do you got there? What is that? Let's see what you got. What are you drinking?
It's some wine from the Roman Empire.
Ooh, nice. Nice. Oh yeah, let's get back to the fucking.
I like the Roman Empire.
can't
Sorry,
do
my English is not so good.
You really need all of the
There are
votes
no
and
booze.
you'll
I've got to
make call
eat
to be able
instead.
to sort of be absolutely certain
At
of who the winner will
midnight.
be.
I can't believe I'm eating at midnight.
And the mantra of our decision desk is that they want to be right. They do not want to be first. And Savannah and Lester have had a lot of time to spend with the decision desk, getting you ready for the big board and for tonight's election. I can tell you, they take their job so seriously. They're mathematicians, they're scientists, they're journalists. Thank God they do the math. We don't have to do it. And they're getting so much information from around the country. Sometimes the information is changing within the second. It's incredible. But again, they want to make sure they're right before they get that information.
By the way, they're siloed off. They're not even here in New York. They're in Philadelphia.
Venereal disease.
Work, and they tell us when they're ready to make a call. Not the other way around.
We are about to see some of their work in action. We're coming up with the first poll is about to close. Our decision desk is standing by to make its first projections of the evening.
I'm an adult virgin.
Who will be the next president of the United States? Stay with us.
Kamala Harris. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm licking it.
Hey.
Put a one in chat if you bang Kamala.
That'd be a 0.
Well, she dated Montel Williams. I don't know. All right, let me.
I'm enjoying a bit of food here. I wish I could drink. I'll have to make a cup of tea afterwards. What a bummer.
Oh, the fucking bloody British. Good
Bloody
Lord with
British.
the tea.
Oh, hello. Hello there. I was born in Britain. Aren't I lucky?
What part of what part of the UK are you in? If you can give it.
London town.
Oh, you're downtown. You're London.
Yeah, London. Worse luck. I want to get out of London. I hate it.
I like watching the London. There's a guy that rides the bus and he travels.
Happy Trump Day, brother.
London. And I watch that. I gotta grab a bite. I gotta get something. Hang on. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Always gotta get something, bro.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's always something. Happy Trump Day to everybody. Woo! We're celebrating the fact that Trump will be the next president.
I think he might clinch it.
I hope that Kamala don't make it, but if she does, congratulations.
I'm eating a whole baguette of bread, artichokes, and olive oil and vinegar. Apple cider vinegar. What a combination.
Is that good?
I haven't got much to eat. I need to go to the stores and buy some food. All I've got is eggs.
All I've got is tuna. 1 can of tuna.
Tuna D. Tuna D.
Tuna fish. Woo!
Tuna D. Oh, there's fireworks going off. Fucking hell.
Kamala's an East Indian. Woo! Her daddy's a Jamaican. Her mama's an East Indian. What do you call her? Jamaican. Woo!
Yeah. No booze, so I've got to eat instead. Oh well. I was hungry actually. I didn't have much to eat, so I've been busy. I had to cut my hair, top and bottom, have a shave, everything. We had to do my crotch area. It was getting out of control. It's like a fucking jungle down there. I'm not kidding. It's crazy.
Oh, Lord. Let's talk about something else now. Come on.
It was crazy down there.
Imagine bragging about being black when you're Indian. Ain't that something? Think about it.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what I need to do.
What?
Start bragging that I'm black when I'm white.
What's up, Carlos? Get out there and get the vote out. Let's go, trash. Woo!
Bring him in. Bring him in.
I bet you wouldn't have 2 women smoking.
Good job I don't have all that shit disability in that. I'm retired. What the fuck?
Trump will take your Social Security away. Bullshit.
Not too far away from where I'm standing, and certainly all of this is going to start to come alive once the polls close in about 2 minutes, Savannah.
All right, Blaine, thank you very much.
Now to our
The Clitoris!
is our senior Washington correspondent. Kristen Welker is host and moderator of Meet the Press. Hallie, let me start with you. We're about to get our first characterization.
Finally.
What do you think?
Listen, Georgia is going to be a critical state here. This is a place that had a very, very close razor-thin margin back in 2020. So what happens in Georgia is going to matter. A couple of things that I'm watching as I'm digging into those exit polls, which we'll get to after the polls close. Independents, who's doing well there? Non-white voters, Black and Latino voters, especially when you're looking at places like Metro Atlanta. We're always looking at young voters, and we are always looking at the gender gap, of course. We know that is going to be dominant. Yeah, exactly. And so we'll see if it continues to be. I think a real tell for that is going to be after 8 o'clock when polls close and we can start to report out more.
Georgia was one of those traditionally red states that Democrats had thought about and dreamed about for many years, and not until 2020 did they finally get it. It was the swingiest state of the 2020 election. Trump won it by 200,000, I think, in 2016.
Why the fuck you lying?
Expect tonight. Well, I think there has been so much focus on African American voters and Black men in particular. I think about former President Barack Obama, who was out on the campaign trail with that very blunt message for Black male voters. Don't sit on the sidelines, get out and vote. So we will see if in a place like Georgia, the Atlanta suburbs, that paid off.
Right, we are have an election alert now as we.
It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
To start getting interesting.
I tell you what, Obama was a very good orator. He had a great voice. He had the
Oh,
president.
what an orator. Yes.
Really? Yeah. He sounded like a
And we
president.
will not waste any time. This is the moment where we move from those months of speculations
this
to
one,
actual results.
That's right. The polls have just closed in 6 states, and NBC News is ready to make our first projections of the night. Here we go. We start with the state of Kentucky. NBC News projects that Donald Trump will win in Kentucky tonight. Let's move to Vermont. NBC News projects that Vermont will go in the Kamala Harris column this evening. This is where it brings us on the road to 270 right now. The early start, Donald Trump out in front with 8 electoral votes, 3 for Harris. A long way to go to that 270, but that's where we are right now.
Well, polls close in a handful of states, and these are the ones we haven't called yet: Indiana, South Carolina, Virginia, and that all-important state of Georgia. And here's how we're projecting it right now. Too early to call. It may come tonight, but it's not coming this exact moment. So we will continue to watch. We don't have any results yet to show you out of Georgia. It is simply too early to call. But Georgia is one of the faster states to count. So if I go over to Tom Thomas, is trying to pull up the big board there and looking into some of the states that we're looking at. See, you've got Kentucky up right now. Why is that?
This is the earliest data we're having so far. We have called Kentucky for former President Trump so far. I'm just trying to get a lay of the land to see, how is it looking compared to 2020? Again, a lot of that vote is still out, but we were able to make the projection as we explained to you. I also want to talk about Indiana because we're getting some vote data here. Still too early to call. Remember, only 14% of that vote is in right now. We also have this great
lovely
where we can show you where the remaining vote is. So obviously, the bigger the bubble is around those counties, that's how many votes are still outstanding. So here in the Indianapolis region, still a ton of votes waiting there. This is a state that Republicans have really done very, very well in elections past. If you go back here, Trump in 2020 won by about 16 points. Before that, it was even higher against Hillary Clinton. This is a state that Republicans are going to be safely in the win column, most likely. One of the places we can start to get data from is Hamilton County, with 60% of the vote in. This is not a great sign for Trump right now, but again, I want to be very clear. It's only 60% of the vote in. And this is what I'm talking about. 52% is what he won in 2020. She's on top right now with about 49-50% of the vote.
I'll be heartbroken if he gets back in office. I really will.
Still very early, but this is the first data
You better get heartbroken.
So we're kind of parsing what we can so far. There are big areas like
It could go either way, for real.
the mayor there, obviously, where Notre Dame is as well, and the big city of Indianapolis, Evansville. There's a university down there. A lot of them, if we look at the map in 2020, these are mostly rural counties, red counties where Trump can really run up the vote. But again, in some of these smaller counties, he wants to be 60-70% to make sure he can overcome what she's going to get in Indianapolis. But still very early tonight, Savannah. We're going to get a lot of data as it's coming in hot and heavy throughout the night. But right now, still very, very early.
This is when we get the tea leaves out. This is the tea leaves portion of the night. And, you have the red state. You know that Indiana's going to, that Trump will prevail most likely. Same thing with Kentucky. But sometimes we can look into those counties and particularly the suburbs, because that is where we're starting to see a trend. Did I read your mind?
Oh, Savannah, we're mind melding because I'm looking at Hamilton County and I'm going, okay, people at home are probably going, wait a second, Hamilton County, was I supposed to know about that one? Was that one of the big ones? Here's why it's so interesting. It's because of the tea leaves, Savannah, and because of the trend lines as well, right? This is a county where Republican margins have been shrinking over time. Democrats have been making inroads. It is a suburban county. It is something similar that we see in places like Georgia, right? In some of these places in Pennsylvania and elsewhere. And that is what's so interesting about Hamilton. Let's not over-index on it. It's early, so that's why we're interested in it, because it's at least some data that's coming into us. But that's part of the story here.
You can see the importance of some of these places by how many times the candidates have visited Donald Trump. 8 trips to Georgia, 7 for Kamala Harris. We cover it every night, them in this state and that state, but when you see it laid out, it's quite amazing.
About the state of Georgia, we'll be looking at those Atlanta suburbs. What types of margins do we see there? That's how President Biden wound up eking out a victory. And then the exurbs. That's where Donald Trump does Forsyth, Cherokee. Can he run up the margins there? If he's going to win the state of Georgia, he'll win those territories.
Let's take it a little because these are themes that will run throughout the night. Kamala Harris has to get the turnout.
Murder boy.
She has to get her margins even higher in the
These
suburbs.
guys get a sentence on the fucking 26th or something, and they're freaking
he has been very good in
voting
past
for
elections.
it.
Finding these voters who are traditional voters who come and vote for the first time.
Absolutely. That's where the ground game is so significant. And tonight will be, to some extent, a test not only of their campaigns, but of the ground games. Was the Trump campaign able to get out some of those voters who don't typically go out and vote? One note about Pennsylvania, one of the biggest states we're going to be watching throughout the course of the night. Joe Biden won it, not just by running up the margin in the Philadelphia county, but in the suburbs of Philadelphia, those collar counties that make all the difference.
Wow.
Bucks County in the house, folks.
Yeah, what do the exit polls tell you?
Okay, so let me disengage
I
myself
bet
from
you
the chair.
better
We're
try
starting
that.
to get into some of the vote breaks here in Georgia, and here's what's really interesting. We've talked
Hello,
about people who
this is a
identify as
prepaid collect
independent.
call from
This is a
an
category,
inmate
right,
at
of
Florida
voter that
Correctional
Vice President
Institution.
Harris really extended an olive branch to. She wanted to win them over, but look at this. Based on our exit poll data, it is Donald Trump winning independents, nearly a double-digit margin over Vice President Harris in the state of Georgia. Here's your grain of salt caveat. These are early numbers. They may shift a
Sometimes
little
it's
bit
8
throughout the night,
years,
but
man.
this is really interesting here. And if you're wondering, well, how does this compare to 2020? Let me pull that up here because he is overperforming. Donald Trump is overperforming his numbers with independent voters in Georgia this cycle than he did last cycle by a significant margin, by about 10 points as well.
You are
The other
fake
piece of this
news.
too, let's look at the gender gap in Georgia. The gender gap, it exists here, folks. We are seeing, and we'll pull up this board in a second here, Kamala Harris winning with women, Donald Trump winning with men. And I'll tell you, as I walk back over to the table here, that is something else we'll be watching here throughout the night. She's got to do really well with women. He wants to do really well with men. And in my conversations with campaign sources just in the last couple of hours, they're looking at that as well.
We've called this election perhaps the battle of the sexes election, so we'll see how that plays out. I think we've got a winner to announce. Key projection in the state of Indiana. And no surprise here, Donald Trump will win that state again. Here's the data that's just coming in. See if we can get some numbers. And you now know, because we've taken you inside the decision desk, how is
This is how you get places. Socializing with the higher ups.
It is because we're confident that the margin is sufficient to make that call. So let's go to the 270 map. We're going to see this a lot, and we start to fill in some of the gray. Indiana red for Donald Trump. Let me go right over to Tom Yamas, who's actually looking at Florida. So Florida had a poll closed.
They fuck their
Or is it
cousins
about
out
to
there.
poll close?
Yeah, it closed. We have some voting data.
Okay.
And we have in Osceola County. I wanted to show this why this is important. So here in Florida, we have the I-4 corridor, right? And this is kind of the central part of the state. It cuts right through here. When you think about Florida, you can think about it in three parts. The Panhandle, it's very red. That's Trump country in a lot of those counties. South Florida, usually reliably Democratic, but Republicans have made some inroads. And it's this I-4 corridor that is really the swing region. It's also the area where you find a large number of Puerto Rican voters as well. So when we come into Osceola, I wanted to highlight this because we have 71% of the vote in. This is usually a reliably blue county for Democrats. Again, not all of the vote is in. It is still early, but you can see Harris is underperforming in what is historically a blue county for Democrats. 56 for Joe Biden in 2020, 51 for Harris right now with 71% of the vote in. Again, it's still very early. So how is Trump doing? Well, in a county that he usually does very well in, Volusia County on the East Coast here, 56% in 2020 with 70% of the vote in. He's now at 59%. So he's overperforming. Again, still a lot of vote out. Still a lot to do here and kind of see where the vote is going. But those are good signs for the president. Listen, Florida has been trending red. Trump won it in 2016. He won it in 2020. Actually, in 2016, when that political earthquake happened, it really happened once we started calling Florida. 30 electoral votes. The map gets very, very hard for Trump if he doesn't win Florida. Without Florida, his sort of strategy in the blue wall and everywhere else kind of collapses. He needed this in the win column. Still very early right now, statewide. Only 18% of the vote is in. We can find out where that remaining vote is tonight. So you can see in the major cities, Tampa, we're still going to find out how that hurricane, both Milton and Helene, affected voters there. Pinellas County, just to the west of that, a big swing county. Orlando, that's a hub for Democrats. Duval County, we actually have some vote in Duval County. I want to take a look at this. This is Governor Ron DeSantis' old district when he was a representative. This has been a swing county. Biden won it, but Trump won it in 2016. Harris is doing pretty well. In 2020, Biden was at 51. She's now at 50%. 66% of the vote is still out. This is a county that Republicans had hoped to flip. We're going to have to wait and see. But again, that vote's trickling in, but we can start to kind of read those tea leaves, Savannah and Lester, and kind of see where the vote's going. Again, still very early, but this is going to be a win for Trump. If not, it's going to be a very long night for Republicans.
And a rapid pace there as well in the county. We're seeing that in some places tonight.
We anticipate, of course, as Tom's just saying, that Florida is a
Well, fellas, we've been live for a long time. Let's take a break. It's 5. I've been live for 5 hours. We'll come back live after a while. Are you going to go live later, J Mac?
I wasn't planning on it, but if you do, I might pop up.
Okay. Well, I'm definitely going to come back live in a little while. I'm just going to take a break and get away and give some more polls time to get in. That's fascinating. We've only got a few people listening, so we need to get some more viewers back anyway. But thank you guys so much, and I'll talk to y'all real soon. See you soon.
All right, man. Sounds good.
See you, Shockwave.
See you
Bye,
later.
RB.